Inflewence here. Today I have XTransbots Ground Bite, which is their scrapper, part of their I was about to say Constructicons, part of their Constructicon team. And again, they're 2 for 2. This figure is very good, very great, I can even say, and it's comparable to Fans Toys as far as feeling wise, which their first figure long haul was the same. It was, and I think these are going to be my bot modes, because I think Fans Toys I'm gonna have in combined mode, and I'm in for a third. I'm in for Mech Invasion too, so it's the Devastators. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I just thought it was cool and it was cheap. But let's get to this. Just off the bat, I'm not going to compare this with Fans Toys. I'm gonna do that in a separate video, just because my Fans Toys is in leg mode right now, and don't have the mustard to transform that in this in the same day. So yeah, that's the reason. Again, I'm sorry, but I didn't want to waste your time, so I'll let you know in the beginning. But I will compare it with a couple other figures and their other offering. So let's get it started, because there's a lot of accessories that have to get through.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
If you're new here, please subscribe. But if you're not, like I said, you know how I likes to do things. So it's accessories first. You see, he holds the gun very well and the sword, because he has a gun and a sword. Subscribe. It's the same normal masterpiece type of pegs in the hands, on the guns, in the hands. So the gun also stores in vehicle mode, but we'll get there. Sword, very nice. I'm digging this black right here. It's like a flake. I don't know if it's coming off. It's like a grayish gunmetal type flake too. And the sword is nice. The gun is painted exactly the same as the handle of the sword. Again, it's like a flake. It's only all black plastic, but it looks nice. Really nice gun. You get this thing. This bothers me, or it concerns me, because it shows him standing on this. So I'm wondering if they just decide to give you a base, or if it's not stable to stand by itself. We all know XTransbots. This is something that concerns me. I haven't tried this yet, so I don't know how it works, but these pegs are for his leg mode, and I'm assuming there's going to be more that come with it, and probably make a big base that they all connect. Maybe they all will come with these, or the rest of them, because long haul didn't have this. Maybe the legs, and let me see, edge, yeah, probably the other legs. So it's gonna be here, maybe some more, who knows, because I don't. You got plastic, but they're very nice looking. They're shiny. It's, you know, they're not heavy, but they look good. Trumpets, get 2 of those. You got these covers here. I really like that they include that. So what you do here is you can take these straight off, and then you can put this on here, like this. I don't want to break this, because it does seem pretty flimsy. You put that on there like that, and then it has no tire, so it can be straight cartoon. I'm going to leave it like this and probably never do that again. Just wanted to show it. Comes with this. This doesn't give me the good feels either. It does have a good ratchet. It's really light. Plastic's really light. I haven't turned him into leg mode yet. I just did the alt and then back, so I could do this review. But it's just on by these, I think, and maybe a little bit here. Clamps, I don't know. This doesn't give me good feels. It feels kind of light and thin, and I guess plasticky. Maybe I'm used to Fans Toys. Not sure. You get this big thing, which it is nice. It collapses and then it comes out. It has a lot of grease on here though. I mean, that's you can wipe that off. I thought it was scrapes and scratches at first, but these mechanisms, they greased it up. It's like a grease. And I noticed the grease isn't even doing it justice, because this is it all the way out. And I don't know if it's supposed to go all the way out. I would think it's supposed to go it should go all the way out. I would think, maybe. Done there. In any instance, this is not going all the way out. I was thinking it's supposed to, but I'll fool with that. We got the book. I don't know. It was fine, I guess. And you got the card and the box. The box is pretty different because it had two separate. I didn't expect it to be this big, and it had two separate things. It had a styrofoam for the figure, and then it had plastic for all the other stuff. But you got the tech specs, all that good stuff up close, so you can see his face. I think it's a very nice head sculpt. It's a nice figure. Die cast in the whole thighs. It's really heavy. It's a lot heavier than long haul, so I kind of like that because it is a leg. I think if it's going to be heavy, it needs to be in the bottom portion to give it some stability. So that may counteract what I'm thinking about with the stability, but I don't know. So we'll just have to see. I'm praying they continue to do this though, because it's a great figure. Here he is next to Megatron. And here he is next to Long Haul. So you can see how he looks. I think he looks great. It's a great figure. Like I said, these might be my robot modes. So, articulation time. Head goes down. Head's on a little thing that doesn't really snap anywhere. Oh, it does snap in, but it's not in. The heck, does it snap in? It's supposed to, but it doesn't really snap in there. You can see those. I don't know if you can see those holes. There's two pegs at the back, but I don't know. It's not really working that well. But you can get all the way up like that. You can get down a lot. All the way around 360. It's on a hinge, so you don't get no side to side action. You get the arms all the way up like this. You can actually get them farther if you have this off. Again, this is the first time this has fell off after taking it off. I'm hoping it doesn't get loose. I'm gonna try not to do that too much. The ratchets are really nice feeling. Ratchets around, really nice feeling. You do have to get it around the scoop in the back. When you first get this, I knew something was wrong. I did an unboxing for my members, and the arm is up in there like that. And I knew something was wrong because I'm like, this can't be the only. But it doesn't get that much more. But it does have its proportions a little better when you do the arm correctly. And then you can get more than 90 degrees there. You have a swivel right here. It's cool. You got waist all the way around. Ab crunch. That's the legs. Yeah, ab crunch about, let me move that, about like that. Which is cool. I mean, it's got an ab crunch. There is you can kind of get side to side. I think you can if you try. Kind of for transformation. Hands, he has 4 articulated fingers and the thumb. All the knuckles that you would have are articulate. No, just 2 knuckles on here. It's like this right here. This little, I guess it's called a knuckle. I know this is knuckle, but up here, your little tip, that's not articulated. But the hands do spin around and go open all the way like that. What you talking about? You got the skirts that go up all four, or all six, I should say, because the back goes up too. Nice paint here, nice paint here. Paint's really good. I mean, XTransbots been stepping their paint up for a while now. Got nice ratchets. Nice hurdle ratchets. They're really nice and they feel good. They don't feel like weird. Like when I say weird, they don't feel like Magic Square's Brawl. Well, both of them. Both figures had the weird waist leg joints that felt kind of strange. If they got these are like really nice ratchets. It's friction to the side and you get the way splits. It's a heavy bot too. This must be solid die cast. It gotta be solid because this is die cast too. Maybe all this is die cast as well. It's a lot of stuff in the legs that's die cast, so it feels hefty. But you got the swivel right there. You got a double jointed knee that gets you fully. So articulation is really, I don't like the way the foot looks. I was looking at it and I think that's styrofoam. But I was looking at it and I thought maybe I had it wrong. I just think that's the way it is. It doesn't look terrible, especially when you're looking at it, but it has a big gap. That could be accurate. Could be how he looked. But you can spin the toe all the way around so you get all the rock you want. You can spin this all the way around, the heel spur. And you can also put the heel spur down, and you can put these down and not really up a little bit, but not a lot. So that's pretty much it for articulation, I think. Yeah. Transformation. Get these feet together. Just move this down and push these together. Move this down, push these together. These right here, you want to pull out like this. Pull them down, both sides. I'm gonna do both sides together. Have a little snap piece. Then you want to move this out on here. Move this side the same way. Get it right there. Just gotta try to pull it up. It's tabbed in, so move that out there like this. Little piece in here you want to push up. See this? Push that up there like this. Then you can flip this around. This little thing. Flip that around there. Do the same thing over here. It's how they hide like all the truck stuff, which I think is nice. Did this break? Looks like it had glue on it, but the glue came off. So yeah, it didn't break, but the glue came off. So there's that. So watch out for it. I'll probably just glue it back on because it doesn't seem like it matters. Then you want to put the foot up in here, both sides. Make sure it's flat. Then you can bend this down like that. Bend this down like that. You see those. Now there's a little piece up here that you want to bend up. Right there. It's the little piece. It's not this. I did that before too. I was trying to pull this up, so it was super hard, but it's not that. It's this little piece right there. So do one at a time. Move this up like this. Get this out the way. This is why you move it. And curl this. Make sure you don't, none of this stuff hits and you don't mess it up. One thing you got to make sure, I forgot to put these skirts down, which is why it's not really going down. There you go. Make sure those skirts are down because they go underneath. Then you can pull this like this to get this together. Just put this together. It's cool. Then you have all this stuff. You want to spread this stuff out. Pull this out here. Here up. Because you're gonna right there. Pull that up like that. And this stuff is gonna go here. Again, pull this up here. There we go. Like, it'll come here, bend it down, and then it'll fit all into there and around this thing. And you can kind of see how it goes. There's a tab here. That tab goes right there. And then you can put this in there like that. Same over here. Bring it down and it kind of goes in there like this. You can kind of tell like it's a cutout and it fits perfectly once you do that. And then you can put this stuff kind of together, put this in here like that. Then you want to pull this stuff out. This already went in. Want this stuff out. Push that in. Kind of get these out. They are kind of hard. Tabbed in tight. I don't even know how tight it's tabbed in. I think it's just hard to get under there. So I forgot one little part here. You want to open this right here. It's not hard if you forget it, because then you can just take it apart a little bit. Get this open. There you go. That's a little hard. You probably should have did it before now. I'm sorry. Using this as a guide. I failed you. Well, just that part. Let me see. Can you get it in here? No, that might not even be touching it. So there we go. That part. So then you can do this back. And you can see that it's together now. And this right here, you want to, there's a hole right there. Let me get this correct. I think you gotta move it a little bit like this. Then you move this down and it tabs into that hole right there. And this right here is kind of weird looking, but Then this you want to roll around, roll out, or roll down so it touches, it's touching the ground. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's it. But back here, you want up. I had them up. I think they fall down, or maybe I push them down. I don't know. But they're supposed to go up into there and create that little ladder piece right there. It's just the skirts. Now you can pull this down here like that and get all this stuff together. Move this out here, pull this up. Kind of get this out the way a little bit. You can see you pull it up here on these two slides right here. This doesn't feel the greatest either, but it does come off, it does come up, and you got to make sure it's all the way up. Move this back. Make sure it's all the way up. If it's not all the way up, I don't think it'll go back. Like it feels like it's stuck. I make sure, yeah, there you go. You gotta make sure it's all the way up, or you could break it. But then let's get this waist. Pull that waist up like that. And that's when you can get the teapot that I didn't show, really. You move this seat up, which I think is a nice touch. And the controls, which I think are a nice touch. I don't need it, but there's some people that do. Also the steering wheel. Gotta get this, let's get this down here first. This has to be all the way as well. In order to move up, this one is not, there we go. Then you can move this down here in between these spaces. Like that. Get this steering wheel here. Pull that up. Move that out. Like I said, I don't need this, but it's a nice touch that they added it. It's cool. Yeah, I don't think I did that right, but come on, man. It's supposed to tab on to the wheel, I believe. I think I just pushed it out of, I think it's frictioned. Yep, there you go. So one guess QC, yeah, this thing is frictioned in. You can see those, I don't know if you can see those little behind friction spots, spaces. But yeah, that's difficult, man. What you gonna do? It's gonna take me forever to get this back in. So I'll fast forward for y'all. This thing turns like this, so you can get the cover. So, oh, I think I forgot to show the butterfly joint. There's a butterfly joint, a slight one. I really think it's for transformation, but because that's when you use it right now. You open that up, and then you can get all this stuff together. There's a part in here, right here, that you want to pull out. Have it like that on both sides. Right here. Then stretch this out. Pull all this. Get this together. Just stretch it out like that. Then you move this. You can move the head. You got to turn the head like this in order to move it in, but then you turn it back. And I guess that's where the pegs are. Like it fits now. The pegs go back into, let me make sure, let me see, maybe it's like this. I don't think it matters. Oh, yeah, make sure this is all the way out to, I don't know. I can't get that. My steering wheel done fell off again. Then with this, you want to put this right in the middle, right there. It fits. Kind of locks that there. Now for the arms. So I could have did the arms first, but what you gonna do? Oh, I forgot to show the communicator too. Man, I'm just forgetting a lot of stuff. There's a communicator in there. It's not painted or anything, so doesn't really, I don't know. But pull this out of here like that. Spin this around. And then put this back. Then you can put this back up in there like that. Same thing over here. Move this. It's tabbed right there, so it can get a little tricky. Move this around here. Put that in there and then put this back and tab it back. There we go. And put this up there like that. Now you want to turn these like this out. Turn these out like this. Then there's pegs right here that peg onto there. Close this back. Peg these onto there. Peg these onto the side. And it's kind of weird because you have to move this like this. And then there's the skirt right here that should peg in. There's a peg right here that this skirt should peg in. There you go, like that. If you have it right, there you go. Just like that. Same over here. Gotta do the same thing because I messed it up. Well, the transformation messed it up. No. That and there you go. And the one thing I neglected was to show you where to put the gun, and the gun goes right here. So you can put the gun in here. You gotta collapse the barrel like that and then put the gun. It's two tabs that goes in right there. You can do it while you're transforming it, but you can get it in. Yeah, you put the gun there and that's pretty much it. And you're pretty done right here. And yeah, I do think that this is a better mode than Fans Toys mode. And you have this that can move. It goes up like that. You can pull these down if you want, and then you can move this arm as well. But you can't move it right now with the locks in place. You do got some pistons here that I do like the way it looks. You know, you got the steering wheel that fell off, and this part in the front does not close. It doesn't really affect anything. That doesn't. The steering wheel doesn't either. I could give or take. I could do without the steering wheel. I'm just noting it because it's something that happened. And this thing came off. But again, vehicle mode, solid, rubber wheels, rolls well, doesn't scrape nothing. Sword, I don't think you can put the sword anywhere, but you can put this in here like this. Thinking maybe you gotta transform this because it's saying you can connect these things too as a super mode. You can put this on there if you would want to, and you put this on there. I believe I don't think you can move these, but I think you would have to move these back out because the combiner ports are on the other side and they're back here, which is how this goes in. So I think that's how you would have to do. You have to do that and add this just like you would do a leg, and then this won't be up there, so you can just put this there. And there's some super mode, so that's kind of what it would look like, I guess. But yeah, like I said, but barring any of the other problems like the steering wheel coming off, again, it's just friction, a little bit of friction. The front not closing, but other than that, it's fine. It's a good transformation. It's not a hard transformation, and it does look kind of like unfinished. I think all of them just look unfinished. Like they look like they don't know what to do because it's a combiner. I mean, they've done combiners, but Devastator is a different animal, I think. In some respects, it's easier to do, and in some respects, I think it's harder to do because of the vehicles, the vehicle modes. But I mean, that's it. If you enjoyed this review, please let me know, and I will get up with you in another one. Peace.
You know, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.